Excellent, Black King. Last time, I won the chess game. I hope you've learned from your mistakes and will give me some competition this time.
Of course, White King. I've learned, and now I have a trump card up my sleeve. You'll be surprised when I checkmate you.
Well, do your best. A beautiful and high-quality game requires careful thinking. That's how grandmasters are made. I'll be one soon.
We'll see about that, White King. Remember, today I am your main threat. Fear me.
Hey, White Bishop, let's try something different this time. You won't kill me and get yourself killed. You do that all the time. Let me play a bit.
I won't promise you anything. It's a great opportunity to break your pawn structure, you know?
Please, just once, let me try attacking your rook. Did anyone even ask me? I don't like the idea of being attacked.
My king, it seems we started the game too late. It's getting dark. The pieces won't move well in pitch darkness. We need to wait for the night to pass.
You're right. Hey, Black King, we need to wait for the night. Let's leave everything as it is and continue in the morning.
I completely agree. Attention, black pieces, everyone stay in your places and go to sleep. We'll continue the game in the morning.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
What the hell did you do? Is this your trump card? You just killed my rook in the middle of the night. Are you out of your mind?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. All my pieces are in their places. We haven't moved at all, I swear.
There's a blood stain where my rook was. Think for yourself, who benefits from doing this? We're playing one-on-one, and you just randomly kill a piece like a maniac.
Can you hear me? None of the black pieces killed your rook. It would have been impossible to reach it, as your pawns were in the way.
It's the Black Knight. He told me yesterday that he wanted to attack the rook. We should have taken care of him immediately. How dare he?
I stayed in place. I was asleep. I didn't kill anyone. Besides, we chess pieces don't kill. We just get removed from the board.
Exactly, we don't kill, but we have a crime on our hands. This needs to be investigated. And to make matters worse, the game is now in favor of the black side.
Let's finish the game and start the investigation. Even without the rook, I can defeat the Black King.
The fuck?
Here we go again. No clear structure. This bishop, as usual, messed everything up.
No big deal, we still have the advantage even without a pawn structure.
What did you just say? You're going to use this for victory. You're the most unfair king I've ever known.
I repeat, I didn't kill your rook, but the game continues, and I stated a fact. I don't want to lie to you, White King. I also want to play fairly.
Alright, white pieces, we need to come up with something urgently for victory. Without one rook, it won't be easy, so gather and focus.
Yes, my queen, I'm focused like never before, and I'll march forward to victory.
I'm not sure if that's such a good move.
Whatever, just go as you please.
Pull yourself together, White King. Don't get upset and finish the game. Otherwise, you'll never become a grandmaster.
It's easy for you to say, your faithful subject wasn't killed. Can you imagine how much it affects morale? And you calmly exchange pieces because it benefits you.
Yes, we agreed not to give up to each other, so I'm playing with you fairly.
Things are bad on the right side of the board. Black has a good pawn structure, and I'm holding a couple of pawns. We need to come up with something, my king.
Get away from there. Can't you see our pawn can't move forward to reinforce the other two pawns?
Maybe I'll just attack, and we can exchange pieces somewhat favorably?
Yes, let's do that. It might be better.
Okay, since I'm now alone on this board, I need to get into the game early and start interfering with the opponent.
Maybe you should have castled instead of just moving forward. Another rook is covering their knight. You wouldn't have achieved anything.
My king, maybe we can just end this quickly? It's really an unfair game.
Yes, only to do that, we need to defeat him, and that's not always easy, especially when he's angry about his rook.
I have a plan. If everything works out, we might be able to checkmate the Black King.
And what is the plan?
We all need to attack the Black Knight. The rook will move forward, and the bishop, along with you, will attack the king.
Well, I hope it works out. Otherwise, our plan will fail, and we'll definitely lose.
Don't worry, my queen, this Black Knight won't be able to remove you because I'll take care of him.
Excellent, White Knight, go ahead. I'll stay here for now because this is a very advantageous position for me.
I've come up with a very strong move. If everything works out, we can remove their queen from the board.
Damn, you even decided to castle, Black King. Do you want to deprive me of any chance of winning?
Don't get nervous, my king. We'll figure something out. I'm currently covering an entire line.
My king, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes, let's do it. If you succeed, we win.
We still need to come up with something for our left pawn, as it can be easily taken. But I hope the Black King is still weak and scattered.
There's also a pawn there alone. Easy prey, but we're hunting for big game, so Rook, make your move.
Check, White King, it's time for you to run away.
Are you kidding me? I told you this is an unfair game. I'm playing without a valuable piece. If it were there, I would have castled, and my queen would have survived.
Unfortunately, she's not there. Let's finish the game and just investigate what happened.
Well, I probably can't do anything anymore. My escape just delays the end of the chess game.
My king, we will surely find the killer and avenge this. It shouldn't just be forgotten.
Pawn, you were closest to the white rook. Maybe you heard something.
No, I was just asleep and heard nothing.
That's it, I'm fed up. I'm calling a private detective.
Good day, chess kings and other pieces. I am a private detective from the Black Crows, White Horses Agency. How can I help you?
My faithful servant, the white rook, was brutally murdered, probably with a knife, right in the middle of a chess game.
Very interesting. And who killed him?
Are you a sane detective? You were called to investigate and find the killer.
Oh, it's simple. The murderer is the butler.
Are you really an idiot? What butler? Are you imagining yourself in a joke or something?
Okay, let's interrupt the game and start the investigation. So, let's go step by step. A bloody murder occurred during the game. Didn't anyone see anything? You can see the entire chessboard. There's no fog of war here.
It happened at night. We started the game but didn't finish before nightfall, went to sleep, and in the morning, we saw a bloodstain.
That's very interesting. Usually, during the night, pieces can't see anything and can't move freely, as there's a chance to bump into each other.
Maybe someone daring decided to do it?
I think it was the Black King or one of his subordinates. Simple as that. I won several previous games, and he wanted revenge.
No, that's nonsense and slander. I'm an honest player, and I respect the White King and fair play. I would never resort to such a vile move.
What about your words, Black King? You said before the game that you had a plan that would shock the White King. You completely revealed yourself with your own words.
Did you say those words, Black King? Just speak honestly, because lying before the law is also a crime.
I won't lie. I speak honestly, but I meant that I would play with a new tactic, not kill pieces.
This is absolutely true because, before the game, we developed a plan together following the guidelines of famous Hindu chess players, and that night, we were together, so the Black King has an alibi.
How do we know you're not lying? Maybe you're just covering for him because he's your king, and you're his queen. Perhaps you committed this act for him.
The fuck?
How dare you say such things, White King?
I've heard you all. Calm down, and return to your positions. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What's there to investigate? I know who the killer is. It's the Black Knight. He told me during the game not to remove him from the board because he wants to attack our rook.
And you decided to allow him to do it?
Yes, of course. We all treated each other with respect.
Alright, let's then call the first suspect. Black Knight, please come out here to me. So, Black Knight, you are suspected of a criminal offense and the murder of the White Rook during peaceful sleep hours. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Only that I didn't kill anyone. The White Bishop is a good chess piece, but he's mistaken about me. I'll just show you where I was all night.
Yes, you were standing there, but it would have been easier for you to pass through all the pieces and attack my rook.
Black Knight, do you have an alibi? Can anyone confirm that you stayed in one place all night?
I stood alone and didn't call anyone over. My king ordered us to stop and wait for the night. I followed that order, and my words before the night had nothing to do with the murder. I wanted to capture the rook during the game. Let me show you how I could have done it. You see, for me to attack the rook, would have to perfectly navigate through all the necessary squares in complete darkness, and also remove a pawn along the way.
Logical. White King, was your pawn in the knight's trajectory?
Yes, and it remained there motionless until morning.
Does that clear me of all suspicion? Can I be free now?
Go back to your place and please do not leave the game until the investigation is complete.
It's all lies. He's a knight. It would be easier for him to just jump over our pawns if he approached from above.
With all due respect, White Bishop, but for that, you need to navigate perfectly on the chessboard, and it's practically impossible to do that at night. I call the next suspect. Please, Black Bishop, take a step towards me. I have to interrogate you.
What? Why interrogate me? I'm not a suspect at all. None of the kings mentioned anything about me.
First, step forward, and then I'll answer your questions. Black Bishop, maybe you're confused, but from my personal experience, I'll say that chess bishops often target rooks. In the opening, you can target the rook in 2 moves.
That's true, but your suspicions can be easily dispelled. Even easier than for the knight. I can't jump over pieces. I just move diagonally. Let me show you where I was. Look, even theoretically, I'm aiming at the White King's rook right now, but even if I want to badly, I can't kill it.
Please demonstrate how you could approach your opponent's rook.
Yes, of course. Pay close attention. You see, I could attempt it, but there's a pawn in the way. I would have either killed the pawn or both of them, and the pawn was still alive.
Detective, I don't think it's the Black Bishop. He genuinely had no way to kill the rook.
Well, thank you, Black Bishop. You are free, but I ask you to stay in the game until the investigation is complete. Okay, we already have some leads. Firstly, we haven't proven the guilt of the knight, and secondly, it's definitely not the Black Bishop. White pawn on the edge, please step towards me.
Oh, who? Me? I should step forward?
Yes, you, step towards me. Let's do it quickly.
All right.
Why do you look scared? Do you have something to hide? Do you know any details about the murder?
No, I just didn't think anyone would suspect me. I couldn't have done it. I slept all night. I can only move forward. I wouldn't have killed the piece closest to me. I think someone framed me.
No one is accusing you yet. I just wanted to ask if you saw or heard anything while you were sleeping.
No, I definitely didn't see or hear anything. Look, these two squares are completely out of my reach for an attack.
Well, I understand everything. I already have ideas and assumptions, but I need evidence for them. Please, Kings, continue playing your game, and I have to go back to the agency to formulate a plan.
Do you want us to continue playing in such a tense situation? We might have a serial killer. It's scary to do nothing.
I actually agree with the Black King, surprisingly. It's very scary to leave everything as it is.
Please, play, and don't leave the chessboard until the investigation is complete. All culprits will be revealed. I'm leaving.
Okay, White King, I understand that you might suspect me, but I swear to you, I'm not involved in this. Can we just wait for the detective, or should we play as he said?
I know, I'm sorry. My piece was completely taken, and I knew him. He was a good guy. It's a shame this happened.
We sympathize with you, White King. Although we have many spare pieces, we still feel the loss of each one as a loss of a part of ourselves.
The Undertaker meant to WWE and to you personally.
Okay, are we just going to stand here? Let's start another game.
Hey, White Pawn, are you sure you didn't hear anything? The thing is, I heard my knight snoring and disturbing my sleep.
No, I slept like a log. It was absolutely quiet in the squares next to me. I would have definitely noticed something.
It's very strange that the pawn next to the rook heard nothing. That's extremely odd. I think the killer would have made some noise.
You started this game quite aggressively, White King. Usually, you play more cautiously.
The more pieces I can get out, the better. What if the killer strikes again at night? I want to minimize the risks.
That makes sense. I agree with you, but then the game will end in a draw. We need to come up with something definitive.
Well, it's getting dark again. Black King, please watch your pieces. I'll be watching mine. We can't afford another murder.
I'll stand guard. None of my pieces will move. I really hope the detective exposes the killer.
Me too.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Black Knight. Don't even think about making a move towards our side.
Well, good morning, everyone's in place. I hope nothing happened.
Whoa, 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 hey!
Oh no, they killed your pawn.
Damn it, what the hell? There's definitely a maniac killer among us. I've lost another piece. This time, it's a white pawn that got killed.
Urgently, we need to call the detective. We have a new murder.
Good morning, Kings. I've heard rumors that another murder happened on the chessboard. Kings, please come to me. I need to hear your statements.
So, what can I say? They killed my pawn. Notice that it's the second murder, and it's the murder of a white piece. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
I think everyone understands what you're hinting at, White King, but I swear it's not someone from my side. I stood guard at night, and my pieces didn't move from their positions.
Let's investigate. So, we have another murder. Again, a maniac wielded a knife. It's evident from the wounds and profuse bleeding. It happened in the same place as the last time. Too many coincidences. Kings, return to your places.
This time, I have an alibi. I definitely didn't do it. My king and several other black pieces saw me. I also didn't sleep to keep an eye on the situation.
Yes, for now, we exclude you from suspicions in the second murder. Regarding the first one, we still can't be sure. What if not one but a whole gang of maniacs is at play?
Last night, I slept. The pawn said he heard me snoring. That's something.
Yes, I agree. It's a partial alibi, but we're still investigating. Please return to your place.
It was the white bishop who did it.
What? What are you talking about? White pawn? Have you lost your mind? I went to sleep, knowing that the white king was watching over me.
White bishop, please step forward. So, the pawn claims that you're the killer, and it seems the white pawn is pretty confident about it.
I don't understand why the white pawn would make such foolish accusations. I've been stationary since the beginning of the game, fearing to venture into the center of the board until we find the killer.
Yes, but the pawn was killed right along your movement trajectory. The slain pawn was very close to you. Even if you didn't commit the murder, you should have heard something.
I heard nothing, I swear.
Meet my assistant, Junior Detective White Pawn. He'll help me gather the necessary data.
Why should we care who your assistant is? We need to find the killer, and the sooner, the better.
Yes, that's what I'm doing, and I already have some suspicions. My assistant will stay with you. He can substitute the slain pawn for the rest of the game. White Bishop, please return to your place. Continue the game. I'll be back tomorrow.
Alright, as much as I don't like this, we need to continue. Maybe we'll find a way to help the detective.
I suggest you keep a close eye on the left side of the board. 2 pieces were killed there.
Was watching, but the killer is either invisible or very stealthy. I didn't see anything either. Okay, let's continue the game. If memory serves me right, I can win this game using my personal strategy.
Well, give it a try. Let's see what your strategy is. We're all eager to find out.
Are you sure about that?
For now, the game is going well. Maybe we can win if we play carefully. White Knight and White Bishop, you need to move towards the center to execute my strategy.
My king, you understand I'm not involved in this. I'm completely loyal to you. I'll die for you if needed.
Don't say unnecessary things. We already have a maniac among us, and it's someone from us.
My king, I don't feel right about this. We can castle, and you can bring me into the battlefield. I don't want to end up like my predecessor.
Yes, let's do that now. Just make sure no one kills me, otherwise, it's a failure. So, the left side of the board is almost entirely occupied by black pieces. We need to increase pressure on the center, or I'll end up in checkmate soon.
If I sacrifice myself to remove their back pawn, I can disrupt their structure, and then we can try to capture the left side of the chessboard.
Yes, let's do it. After that, I'll move forward, and the black pawn will have no choice.
Excellent tactics. Let's proceed. Forward, my friends.
While you were saving your black rook near you, I managed to target your second rook accurately.
Damn, I really didn't notice. I thought you were attacking my pawn. Now I'll have to play without a rook.
Yes, now you'll partially experience what it's like to play without one rook.
Still, we have a slightly more even position than in your previous game.
Let me move forward. I'll try to create chaos in his pieces, and then advance the pawns. That way, we'll expose the black king and make it vulnerable to attack.
Your pieces are quite clever. That's the secret to your victories. Besides, you allow your pieces to give advice or act.
Yes, that's true. The key is not to overdo it. Advice may not always be of high quality or usefulness. We need to stay vigilant throughout the game. Okay, let's continue the game. If memory serves me right, I can win this game using my personal strategy.
Well, give it a try. Let's see what your strategy is. We're all eager to find out.
Are you sure about that?
For now, the game is going well. Maybe we can win if we play carefully. White knight and white bishop, you need to move towards the center to execute my strategy.
My king, you understand I'm not involved in this. I'm completely loyal to you. I'll die for you if needed.
Don't say unnecessary things. We already have a maniac among us, and it's someone from us.
My king, I don't feel right about this. We can castle, and you can bring me into the battlefield. I don't want to end up like my predecessor.
Yes, let's do that now. Just make sure no one kills me, otherwise, it's a failure.
White King, you won't be able to harm me in any way. My pawn shields me, so I'm entirely safe.
You are partially safe. Understand that my target is your king, not you. I have no reason to hunt the knight when I have such an advantage.
That's logical. I've been thinking, my king, what if the killer is the be doing this to frame the black pieces? After all, no one would suspect him.
I don't want to believe that.
It's a logical conclusion, but think about it, Black Knight. I win without any external help. I have no reason to commit murder. That was a wrong move, Black King, because now I'll checkmate you.
Oh no, I can already see how you'll do it. Perhaps you accidentally won't notice this move, and we'll continue playing?
What's the point if you're already in a losing position? If not now, then in one of the next moves, you'll lose. I see no sense in dragging it out.
Okay, do your thing. I can't win this game anymore.
Checkmate, Black King. You lost this game.
I admit defeat. I'm also ready to acknowledge that you played very well this time, White King. You deserved the victory.
Thank you. I just don't understand. We're genuinely friends, Black King. I'm sure you didn't kill my pieces. So, I don't understand the killer's motivation. Maybe it's just a madman.
Let's wait for the detective.
Hello again. Since the game is over, I'm taking back my assistant. White King, from now on, you'll have to play with your pawns.
I don't mind, but first, I'm interested in the murders and their aftermath. I'd like to resolve the issue with the maniac first.
Come here. Firstly, I need to get the statements from my assistant, who secretly gathered information throughout the game. Secondly, I have suspicions about who the killer is. I'm 90% sure, but it's not 100%.
Who is it? Let's arrest them now and be done with it.
I'll say it again, 90% is not 100%. We'll act for sure, but first, step away from your pieces. I need to tell you something personally. What I want to do must remain a secret, and no piece should know about my plan. Firstly, I need your consent to introduce a special medical substance into each of your pieces.
What? Why? Is this even legal?
What substance is this?
During lunch, your pieces will consume a substance that, in the event of death, will slow down the heartbeat and stop bleeding. This way, we'll prevent new victims, and among the pieces will be my spies who can identify the killer.
I agree.
I agree too, detective. Proceed.
Pay no attention to me, pieces. I'll stay with you for a short time, and after lunch, I'll leave to unravel the case further. Please continue with your activities. Alright, perfect. I've done everything we agreed upon. Kings, please start a new game tonight, and tomorrow we can draw conclusions.
Okay, detective. Goodbye. I'll just move one more pawn before the game.
Yes, of course. We'll start again on equal terms, and this time I'll play more cautiously.
My king, I want to go into battle. I'm always standing here in one place, hardly moving anywhere, and I feel unsafe because of the killings.
Okay, go ahead, but know that you'll complicate the game for me, as such a debut does not develop the pieces, and we'll have a standstill.
I'll try to move out right after the pawn to compensate for that.
Then proceed.
Very unusual strategy. You never played like this before, right, White King?
Yes, that's correct. I decided to listen to the strange advice of my white pawn. Maybe it's a mistake, and now I have a weaker pawn structure, but we'll test various game strategies through trial and error.
Yes, the strategy is indeed strange, but it's not for me to judge.
Well, it's night again. However scary it might be, we need to endure it. I'm not surprised, to be honest. We knew it would be like this. Another one of my white pawns fell victim to the serial killer.
Yes, we knew it would happen, but it was a necessary sacrifice.
Kings, have you lost your minds? We have another murder. We were supposed to stop the killings, not continue them.
Yes, and what's this about a necessary sacrifice? We weren't supposed to have sacrifices in the first place.
Everything is under control. The white pawn didn't die but is in critical condition.
Good morning, chess pieces. Am I correct in understanding that once again there was an attempt on the life of one of the white pieces?
Yes, but how did you find out who it was?
We didn't know. This time we acted decisively and saved all your lives.
It's the white bishop. I heard everything. Last night and tonight, I heard him moving.
Pawn and bishop, come forward. White bishop, the pawn claims that you committed all these murders. The arguments make sense since you were nearby in all cases.
I certainly didn't kill anyone. I don't understand why the white pawn, my ally, wants to accuse me.
You did it. It's all straightforward and clear. Last time, the bloody trail was directed toward you. This time, you took that into account and killed the pawn from the lower rank.
Oh, you must realize you're talking nonsense. I can't move other than horizontally.
Return to your places. I've heard you both. And all other white pawns, take a step forward. So, last night, we baited the criminal, if I may put it that way. Please, White King, explain to the pieces why there was an attempt without a fatal outcome.
I took responsibility for introducing a substance to you that slows down the heartbeat in case of fatal wounds. You ingested it with your food, although you didn't know. The substance allows survival in a life-threatening situation.
Yes, White King and I knew about it and agreed to conduct this experiment. As you can see, today's victim survived.
Now, all pawns except my spy, return to your positions.
I followed the suspected criminal, and our suspicions were confirmed. Detective, the case is solved.
Don't rush. We know who the killer is, but we don't know who the mastermind is.
Don't tease us, tell us who it is. We're all on edge. We can't continue playing calmly.
Ford, you are accused of murder, attempted murder, and slander. You will be taken into custody and interrogated. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to remain silent.
What? How dare you?
Don't even think about defying us or trying to escape. We have a recording from our spy. You are a pawn and won't escape the majority of the pieces here. I command you to come with me.
How could you? I trusted you all this time.
No, I was forced. I did it against my will.
Quickly came to me and proceeded with me. So, you're now in custody. I want to know everything from start to finish. Tell the truth, and if you give a sincere confession, your prison sentence will be shorter.
It was clever on your part to introduce the substance, but that would have been the last murder. I didn't plan to kill anyone else.
Why did you kill at all? What was your motive, and what goals were you pursuing? These are your allies and friends. Even two rival kings are friends. Why did you sow discord?
It wasn't actually my idea, but I can't tell you, or my family will suffer.
We'll protect your family, but you must tell everything from start to finish, with all possible details. Come on, start, I'm listening.
Well, it all started before the first game. The Black Rook called me outside the chessboard.
Well, it all started before the first game. The Black Rook called me outside the chessboard.
I'm fine. We're getting ready for another game with you. I hope it will be exciting. Why did you call me?
I will be asking the questions. I know where your family is. I know who you are and where you live. I know everything about you.
You're scaring me. Why are you telling me all this?
Allow me to whisper something to you. This is what I'll do to your family if you don't obey. Do you understand me clearly?
Please don't do this. I haven't done anything to you. I don't want conflicts.
I'll give you money. You must go to the Cyborg King and buy the royal attack chip from him. With it, you can kill in any direction. You must kill 3 white pieces. Only then will I release your family unharmed. Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand everything. Just please don't touch them.
Do as I say, and your family won't be harmed. No one will suspect you, as ordinary pawns can't move or attack backward. Find someone to frame and kill 3 white pieces. If you betray me, I'll personally take care of everyone you care about. And now let's leave here and go back to our kings by different paths. We wouldn't want anyone to see us together.
Black Rook, but we were good friends. Why are you making me do these horrible things?
The less you know, the better you sleep, White Pawn. Don't ask unnecessary questions, you'll be healthier. And now let's disperse.
Everything was exactly like that. I honestly didn't want to kill anyone, but my family means a lot to me. I'm ready to go to prison. I've committed many terrible deeds, and I have no justification, but please, my family must survive.
All right, assistant, quickly call the special forces to the White Pawn's house. Let them watch attentively. If anyone approaches the house, arrest them immediately. After that, come back to me. I might need help catching the Black Rook.
Finally, we can have a peaceful game without worries and anxieties.
I completely agree. All the previous days were very tense. I'm even ready to lose as many times as needed, as long as I feel that I and my subjects are safe.
I'm fully with you on that. Let's have a beautiful and spectacular game this time. Show your full strength.
Easily done. Are you ready to showcase all our power, Black Pieces?
Certainly, especially now that the killer has been caught. Listen, my king, maybe another rook can substitute for me today. I remembered I have an urgent matter.
What urgent matter? The game has already started. I can't let you go until the end of the match. Stay in place. If we win quickly, you'll be released soon.
I see that we are both serious and determined.
I'm fully with you on that. Let's have a beautiful and spectacular game this time. Show your full strength.
Why do you want to attack me so much, Black Knight? There are plenty of other pieces on the board, and you want to eliminate me.
Well, I really like you. I want to take you out.
Excellent, my king. I've pinned their knight. It won't be able to move.
That's commendable, but I'll ask you to leave now. Pawn, attack the Black Bishop.
I will obey any order, my king.
Do you know what your mistake is, Black King?
No, I don't understand. The game seemed to start well. I haven't made any mistakes yet.
Well, technically, you chased my Black Bishop away from my pawns for a few moves, only for it to return to the rear, and my pawns took control of the center. For the future, I'll give you advice. If you've already attacked a knight with a bishop, remove it.
Well, now it's your turn to run, White Bishop. I'm ready to attack you forever.
Did you hear what my king just said? I'm not going to run. I'm going to take out your knight, and I'll do it.
Excellent, the game started beautifully. I thought I'd give you some advice, Black King, and then we'll eventually be on equal footing.
Well, what's your next piece of advice?
Look, my bishop removed your knight and disrupted the structure of your pawns. Meanwhile, your bishop was running away from my pawns and now can only cover one diagonal, which is already defended.
I understand what you're getting at, White King. In the next game, I won't make such mistakes.
Hey, Black Rook, where are you going? You never went anywhere at all, right? We don't have secrets between us, right?
My queen, with all due respect, I have some personal unfinished business that I'd rather not talk about.
That sounds very strange.
Yeah, really strange. If we hadn't caught the killer, I might have even suspected you right now.
But now there's no need to worry anymore. The killer has been caught.
That's true. Let's continue the game. Hey, Black Rook, take a breath. All the horror is over. You seem unusually nervous today.
Black Rook, everything is fine. You don't have to be afraid even when night falls.
I'm not afraid. Let's just play on. I want to finish the game quickly.
You're acting strangely today. If you don't want to tell, that's fine. But it would be interesting to know. Maybe we could help somehow.
And here I am again. I have some news for you.
Did the white pawn confess to being a lone serial killer?
Yes, he confessed to everything. I'll tell you more, but my assistant is coming now.
I'm here, we can start.
Start what? Are you planning something?
Don't be so nervous, Black Rook. It won't change anything now. By the law, Black Rook has been found guilty as the organizer and instigator of the murders of white pieces. Additionally, he blackmailed the white pawn, attempting to take the lives of his relatives. I order you to surrender right now.
How dare you? It's your fault for everything. You created chaos in the whole game. I've known you since childhood. Why did you do this?
Get out of my way, my queen, right now, or I won't be responsible for myself. Leave or regret you were ever born.
You're a criminal and a murderer. I'll personally hand you over to the tribunal, scum.
Catch this criminal, don't let him escape.
Stop right there. I command you to stop now. Tell us, why did you decide to do this? You had everything you needed.
I won't surrender to you creatures. I won't tell you anything.
I'm the greatest detective and a policeman. I've caught and sent batches of criminals like you to prison. Better stop and surrender now. For a sincere confession, your prison term will be reduced.
No, you won't get me. Dark gods protect me. I've offered them several fresh souls. If you pursue me, I'll kill you.
That's cliché. You could have come up with something more interesting, fool. You're trapped. Stop and surrender. Don't make me harm you. You're already in serious trouble.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, my queen, call a doctor urgently.
Yes, another soul for the dark gods. I'll cut you all up and offer you as sacrifices.
Black King, the drug still affects her. She'll survive, don't worry.
Take that, you bastard. How does it feel to solve murders, scum?
Oh no, my lord, he killed him. This bastard killed the detective. Maybe I'm doing this for nothing, but I won't regret it. Take this, scum.
You did well, White Pawn. You killed the main criminal.
I don't understand how I could have missed that my Black Rook just went insane and lost his mind. I knew he was religious, but not to this extent.
The killer is dead, and unfortunately, the detective didn't survive. I want to ask you both to leave the chessboard. Kings, please approach. The killer was killed, the case is closed. But the main detective, unfortunately, didn't survive. He was an excellent white knight, solving many criminal cases in his lifetime. He was the best among us. May the Lord accept his soul.
Very sadly, this story ends. He truly stopped the maniac and found the real criminal. Many thanks to him for this service to the world.
Now, I guess I'm the chief detective. White King, will you give your white pawn to me as an assistant? He killed the main villain and can become an excellent detective who's not afraid to take risks.
Of course, if the white pawn wants to, I'll bless him for new deeds. A chess game is not the whole life. Each of us is free to choose who to be.
Don't forget subscribe to the channel.